Welcome back to Hunter x Hunter, where Killer has made a new friend, a lifelong ally in the form of, well, an octopus, after a hefty game of darts. And of course, Gon's still having his conversation with someone that can remove their presence, not just through strength of mind, but from vision as well. But after gaining a couple of potential allies in the form of these Chimerans, there are still others out there. Some that are actually trying to work with the king, even if they've got plans elsewhere to increase their own power and presence. And well, exactly, I'm not entirely sure what the grand plan is. Just they probably won't achieve it. But there's a lot going on here. I want to follow a bit more of the story, and hopefully you do too. So buckle down, get a drink. Let's begin. A good-for-nothing octopus, saving Kiro on his deathbed, actually. So reliable. And considering where it started with him shooting fleas from a distance. Now he was somewhat willing to die for him, turn traitor. Is this not going to be Killer out of action for a while? We need to focus elsewhere. See what Gon's been up to. Maybe time for some of the side characters. You never know. I think there's several that I actually want to follow, and considering we have the, well, as I just saw there, the cheetah, the lion, and whatnot still out there, and of course I would like a catch up with Colt and that side of it. What exactly are we going to be blessed with this episode? Power and games, huh? They were both finding their own ways to make some new friends. It's not good for your health, you know. Oh yeah, true. If he's trying to hide his presence. That's not his... Huh. It goes above and beyond just mere invisibility, but even the smoke disappeared. That would make following him a lot easier, but he never moved. He, phases into another reality for a second. Even from touch. So Gon was sensing nothing, like his hand was going through it, and that's the sensory perception that he had. such an existence. A great way of explaining how it works as well. I see. What kind of personality did he have before being turned into a Chimera Ant to have his Nen ability be removing his presence entirely? Hmm. They've got something better planned right now. Time for some team bonding activities. Done. You want him to be suspicious of you? I mean, if you're going to be his partner and whatnot, would it really be okay aligning yourself with someone who's so trustworthy? What has he experienced in the past? If I feel as though I would get on tremendously. Oh, Killer is off doing his own thing. Even though he's so cautious, he's made his own friend out there, so. He's very persistent, that boy. Yeah. It is a rather two-way relationship, but Gon is very, I think as he said, kind of persistent. Good plan. Guess it don't really matter, but would be nice. Is it because of some of the ones that he took down along the way? Damn, he's not quite so open as Gon is. And how many packs does he owed his life to? Ah, Peggy. Yeah. Did he not know who it was before? That are these previous memories re-emerging? And also, how's Gon thinking now, considering some of the Chimera Ants that he's been fighting and whatnot? Might have had the human side still intact in some way or another. It was also. A scholar to the end. There are some. And others may not be quite so open, even if they did have memories of the past. And not just in appearance, but I'd say you're still human. Biologically, maybe a little off, but there's not much of a grey area, is there? And now that you've shaken his hand, what, he needs to know his name? The music changes. I like the underlighting of that little scene. Can he extend it onto others? Couldn't even perceive that he was being jabbed in the head. Very interesting ability. Stop breathing. There it goes. God's accomplice. Does it work as like a daisy chain effect? So if someone was on the other side of Gon and holding Gon's hand, does it pass down? Or is it only those in direct contact of him? Also, he really needs to improve lung capacity, stop smoking if he wants to get a little bit further with that ability. Nice guy. I mean, getting in close and not being detected is one thing, but actually being able to do anything when they are hidden. So this was a punishment for them. But while they are still somewhat loyal to the kind of chain of command, why not use them for his own advantage there? Well, there's probably a few better than him, but still. He can't so easily trust anyone else quite so easily. I mean, considering Gon's just like, yeah, okay, I trust you. Immediately upon meeting him, kind of thing. I wouldn't trust Gon's accomplices and acquaintances, that's the word, quite so easily. So if you're caught in the line of fire by anything, then you're still kind of screwed. Constantly be on guard. Any sort of area of effect. I mean, he's more of a reconnaissance type thing. He's been hiding himself entirely all this time to keep a trick up his sleeve. Clever boy. And the fact that he opened up and told Gon that. The more that know, the tougher it would be. Call him yourself. I wonder whose voice that could be. Yes. It's good that they're kind of on board immediately, knowing that they're doing their own thing, trying to help out civilians. And considering that Nefpator is kind of the ones they're after right now, keeping them occupied while they'll actually go about just kind of derailing plans. It's all or nothing. So the longer they take, the harder it's going to be. There's going to be those that are going to be out of action when needed most. Hold up somewhere, is it? I mean, if just the intimidation aura effect by itself is forcing things away. We saw Killua change direction when he was running because of it. Yeah, he's not exactly in any position to answer right now. I wonder if Knuckle could hear the lighter through the phone at least. Now that's odd little smile there. With the king. Why didn't you concede defeat? Well, this is... Answer him quick! Either hubris, fear for his own life. You know, as long as the game's still going, then he's not immediately dead. Not good at using his words, is he? Yeah, I don't think he's going to really get away. The national champion of Go. And what? Never heard of this game. What are the rules? This learning ability of him, if it is completely new to him. Yep, don't worry, there'll be someone to release you very shortly. Yeah, someone should really clean that up. Or follow along. Quite a simple choice, really, to be fair. Well, it's good that it wasn't an immediate lost like first game. It took him 10 games to beat the champion. And in this case, it kind of does. So you stay alive as long as you continuously win, but his ability to learn and continue growing is kinda bad. I mean, it's amazingly good, but that's why it's bad. You beat the player, then you beat them in the game. Okay. Until he can face someone that isn't terrified while they're playing as well, the games might ramp up a little. Hmm. Gungi. Well, it's a game nearly all citizens know to play, so it's quite widespread, so there might be more than just the national champion out there, but we're getting a valuable lesson in Gungi here compared to some of the other games. Well, we've had Go, we've had darts, we've had shogi. Five-time reigning champion. That might pique his interest a little bit. I see. So is that also kind of why he's doing this? He has to be the best in the world at everything. Oh. When we have a sensory kind of deprivation, there's no music or anything there. Just introduction of someone else wielding a cane. Either someone's just stumbled in here accidentally, or we've got the champion of this game, which we had a little more explanation of compared to usual. The king might have met a bit of a match. And I think going forward, if we have all of this, we've got all of the citizens kind of being brought out whenever they're good at something. The king's got to have a go as well. If we can have this skill kind of take his attention, hopefully he'll be focused on that for a while. I like this one. Well, apart from obviously getting a bit more of the king and his terrifying reign of, well, not cruelty. It's just complete indifference. He doesn't care really. He just wants the best available. You know, if he's got the champion, might as well play them when they're not ill and tired. You are actually ill and tired, aren't you? I think really, overall, if we have more level of trust between certain characters, especially those that began life as a chimera, and now knowing that, well, some of them carry more memories of their past, their human selves. Is that going to start interfering? Who else is going to be awoken, as it were? I do like the level of kind of complexity behind the Chimera ants, considering their physiology and how they were born into this world. The fact that they're kind of rejecting it, and maybe more than just one of them at least wanting to cling on to what was before, wanting revenge for a former foster father. Very understandable. I'm just wondering, how long is Killua going to be out of action, considering he's now needing to recuperate and heal up? Considering what he started there with Nif Patel and taking out a lot of the puppets and causing a lot of havoc and danger and, well, just annoying the royal guards there. If he just now suddenly going quiet, they're going to question what's going on, or because of the report that they've taken down the intruder, that's going to be passed up the ranks and be taken as correct. Then if he returns, they're going to get punished for passing on that information. Maybe there's a conspiracy going on. I got also kind of what I asked for before the episode as well, didn't I? Wanting to know a bit about what else is out there, the other characters and schemes, and the chairman sitting on top of a rock preparing. What exactly that preparation entails, I'm not entirely sure, but he knows that this is an incredibly difficult mission that probably is not entirely possible. Good thing the king is interested in board games right now. Of course, I would be completely screwed if I was asked to play any, because I don't really know the rules. I know kind of how to play chess, but I don't like it. So yeah, I think I might fake a stomachache just to get out of anything of the sort like that, but although, as we kind of saw, a good way to make sure to stay out of the king's presence is never rise up to the lofty goals of national champion. Seems easy enough. Yeah, we're making new friends, seeing what else is out there. Whether they can turn invisible to entirely hide their presence. Just hold your breath until you're purple in the face. See how useful that comes. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing, maybe join onto my Discord. But for now, maybe I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to take a break in safety, because I need to thank my patrons that are Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Mats, Akne, Guado, Danny Sui, Croyville, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Ranker, Light Wizard 91, Tori Jane, SZ9870, Maxwell, and everyone else. And if you would like to try and support from the shadows, consider joining onto my Patreon as well. Keep me watching anime, and really stop me slinking away and hiding. Once again, for those of you that have caught me, thank you.